if you were on the earlier live from maybe just like an hour or so ago, I am making ribs. I have some chicken wings in here. So I have the ribs. This is the seasoning that I use. It is called Smoky Pecan, and it has sugar, brown sugar, salt, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, and it's really tasty. I got it from a store called H-E-B, so if you're in Texas, then you can go get it. It's called Smoky Pecan, and I just massage the meat and just let it sit for about an hour. So I'm gonna go throw it on the grill. If you're just joining me, I'm a chef. However, I am totally new to smoking. So we're gonna see how these ribs turn out. So fingers crossed, right? Okay. And it's actually a really beautiful day here. The weather is, I think it's gonna be like 82 degrees, so perfect weather, no humidity. Okay, so I have a grill. I have it set to 180. The kind of grill that I have, it's a Traeger. I forgot which series, but it's a Traeger grill. I said I'm completely new to smoking, but I am a chef, so I do know how to make food taste good. So here are the ribs. Follow along. All right, so I'm gonna just set this right here. Take the slab. You see, got that. Then I'm gonna close it, and then I'm gonna season some wings. So come join me. Because I'm handling raw meat. So duh, you want to have clean hands. You don't want to do any cross-contamination. And so yeah. So hi, if you were just joining me, my name is Radia. I'm a chef. And welcome to my channel, Life by Radia. I am also, I just launched a new show called Best Friends Forever. So if you have a best friend, you definitely should tune in. It's celebrating best friendships. Hey, how are you? And we are on episode 4, so you can check out all the episodes. Really, really entertaining, endearing, might shed a tear, you're gonna laugh, all that good stuff. So today, like I said, I have some chicken wings, I have some ribs on the grill. And so I used to be a private chef. So I lived in New York City. If you're familiar with the world of private chefing, I work for a billionaire essentially. And I can't say much about it because I have an NDA, so I can't really say who I was working for. I will say being a private chef, rich people are crazy. Like, they're completely crazy. The person that I worked for, they had 2 homes in the Hamptons, one in Bridgehampton, and they were side by side. One was for the winter and the other was for the summer. So that just lets you know how incredibly rich these people are, because I think each home was like $20 million. So when you're a private chef, I worked in New York City during like September to the end of May. And then I would go live in the Hamptons. So you live with the family that you're cooking with. I had like my own room, bathroom, I had a car, and my day would start at probably 5 a.m., be in the kitchen at 6, and the end of the day would be probably like around 9 p.m., so it's a long day. You have staff to help, there were housekeepers, an assistant to help me, and so someone said, let's see, how did I get to work? Oh, so from New York City, I would either take the Jitney, which is just like a shuttle from New York City to the Hamptons, but also my boss, she had a driver. And So she would just drive us. She had like a really nice, expensive Mercedes Benz, and we just drive up. So the Hamptons is about 2.5 hours from New York City. There's always traffic, so sometimes it'll take longer than that. But yeah, so just being a private chef, you have to work with people with different dietary preferences. Sometimes people are kosher. My client was Jewish. They weren't kosher, so I didn't have to worry about that. With kosher cooking, you have to have like separate kitchens. You can't mix meat and dairy. So luckily I didn't have to worry about that at all. But shopping, I would go shopping every single day for groceries, and I would go after breakfast. So after breakfast, we would then go to the store. And I don't know, have you guys ever heard of Erewhon? So Erewhon is a store in LA, and they sell really, really, really expensive, everything that sort of is expensive. So you have like, I think Hailey Bieber, who is like Justin Bieber's wife, she has a smoothie, and I think the smoothie is like $23. So the equivalent of that would be Citarella in the Hamptons. It's also in Manhattan. And I paid $100 for a watermelon. I kid you not. It was a watermelon about this size, and it was $100. My boss didn't even blink. On an average month, I spent about 30 grand in groceries. $30,000, okay? 30K for groceries in a month. Now, that would be family there, so I'm feeding 10 people a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's how expensive the groceries are in the Hamptons. Insane. But again, my boss is a billionaire, so she didn't really care. She never even looked at the receipt. I would just send it to the accountant. So that's like part of my little chef stories. You work with people who have never, ever heard the word no. So you have to just, get familiar with that, because, they're very wealthy people and they get everything that they want. So, alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and season my chicken. I have this, it's called rib rack, and it's a hot honey. I've never tried this before, so I'm just gonna taste a little. Okay, so this is, oh, so it doesn't come off spicy as first. You get like the sweetness, and then the cayenne kind of hits you in the back of the throat. So this is really, really tasty. So I have my chicken wings here. This is just like 2.5 pounds of chicken wings. Everything is clean. So one of the tricks in the kitchen that I love, and I try to set up my kitchen like a professional kitchen, I use squeeze bottles. I put my oil, so then I could just take it and just put it over the chicken. Let me just show you guys. So I'm just gonna put some oil, so then the seasoning will stick really well. Let me get a spoon. And I'm just gonna mix this. So one of the things of being a private chef, because everyone's always asking like, well, how did you get a job like that? So you go through an agency, and the agency, they employ like nannies. And so it's just, you kind of go through, an interview process with the agency, and then if the agency accepts you, then you go to, they pass you off to a client, and then you do a trial. So you do like maybe a trial for a week. Usually it's about a week. It might be a few days. So typically when I do my trials, I always make my ravioli, because I know it's just a showstopper. People love it, and I know I'm gonna get the job. So that's like the first thing that I make. Let's see, so here's a question. Yes, they were washed before. Yeah, so like some vinegar, some lemon, lime, whatever you have. Hello. Yes, so you do a trial. I do a trial for just like maybe a few days or a week max, and then essentially the client will let them know if let the agency know if they want to hire you. So I'm not measuring this. I'm Black, so I just until the ancestors say it's okay, that's when I stop. So I'm just going to put. Uh-oh, and it's getting a little. I have to break it up now. So for you guys watching, do you all cook at home? Let me know in the messages, like, do you guys cook? If so, what's your favorite thing to cook? Do you guys make chicken wings? I love chicken wings. I probably eat chicken wings like once a week. It's probably like a go-to. I have an air fryer. Let me just say, so there's some chefs out there who hate air fryers. I actually love them. People are like, oh, that's not cooking. I love my air fryer. I use that thing probably every day. I'll pop some salmon in. I have the Ninja air fryer, but yeah, that's what I use. And I don't think it makes me any less of a chef because I use it. I'm all about convenience. Work smarter, not harder. Okay, so you love dry rub? Yeah, lemon pepper. Oh yeah, lemon pepper. I mean, look, I used to live in Atlanta, so you get the best wings in Atlanta, and it's lemon pepper. Yes, Ninjas are my favorite too. So what do you guys like to cook? All right, so I'm gonna add a little bit more seasoning because it's kind of getting in my nose, so hopefully I don't sneeze. It's kind of when you know it's seasoned well, when you start sneezing. Okay, so that looks good to me. I'm gonna set this aside. I'm gonna smoke my wings for like 2 hours. Then I'm gonna wrap it up in some foil, add a little bit of butter, and just kind of let it steam so it can get tender. So hopefully they will come out fine. Because like I said, smoking is a completely different art than being a chef. There's a lot of things that you have to get used to, controlling the temperature. I have an electric one, so it'll control it, but you don't want it to dry out. So let's see if it turns out good. Okay, so I'm gonna come back in a couple of hours. It's what, 10:20? I'm gonna come back at 12:30 and let's see how the ribs are looking. Okay, so I'll see you guys soon.